Hello everyone and welcome to zegaming.club. In today's video, I would like to talk about what's going on in State of Survival this week. We have new hero gear system, we have a new event upcoming, and we have a few minor changes here and there. Let's get into it. Before we start, I would like to mention that I created this video thanks to BlueStacks. It allows me to play State of Survival on my computer and record these high quality videos for you guys. If you would like to play State of Survival on your computer as well, there is a referral link to download BlueStacks in the video description. Go check it out. First of all, I would like to mention the new event. It's called Miho and Shamisen, if I spell it correctly. This is a typical event like we had before, Ghost Graffiti or Chef's Barbecue or Exotic Feast. It's a 3-day event where you have a chance to complete tasks on daily basis, score certain materials, and then exchange these into permanent skins. I will cover this event more in details in my tomorrow's video once it launches publicly. There are not so many changes to the event except that this time developers decided to introduce a gift box, and once you open a gift box, you can actually get the permanent skin with a certain probability, which is a huge change. That means that now free-to-plays can also compete and get a permanent skin. The chance is not that high, it's just 2%, and it's only for Troop March skin, but it's a permanent skin. And before, in all my videos, I was like, there is no way for free-to-plays to get a permanent skin. Now developers gave us basically at least an option to get one. I know the probability is quite low, and it's very unlikely that I'll be able to get one considering my luck in this kind of gambling events. But I think that's quite a positive change, and finally developers have listened to the feedback and implemented an option like that. Everything else in the event is the same. If you'd like to have a guaranteed chance to obtain a permanent skin, you won't be able to do that without investing real money. I will put a detailed guide on website, and don't forget to subscribe to the website, because once I publish it, you will receive a notification in your browser or on your mobile device. Next change I would like to talk about is quite a minor change. There is a new type of intel on the radar missions. It's called Venture Intel. The idea is that if your headquarters is between level 1 and 28, you will be able to get a new type of missions, and once you complete one, you will be able to obtain certain amount of speed ups and also food or wood or other materials. These new missions are available on a regular basis, and first when I read the patch notes, I saw that the new intels are added, and then I could not find them, and I was like, okay, what's the issue here? And then I read on State of Survival Discord that the upper limit is headquarters level 28. So if you cannot see the new intel missions, that's probably the reason. And now let's talk about the most interesting change to the hero gear system. As you remember, I have already sneak peeked the new hero gear system in my previous videos. That was approximately 2 months ago, when developers have first disclosed that for testing on the public test server. Now, after 2 months of feedback and all kind of changes taken back and put into the testing again on the testing server, developers have finally implemented the new change on the public and available to everyone. Just to remind quickly everyone, what's the change about? So first of all, the system has been completely reworked. Now you don't need to craft hero gear, you just need to research it. Once it's researched, it is automatically equipped to all applicable heroes, and you can see the hero icons on the top. So basically that's all heroes that you have in your pool that allocated and are applicable for this kind of gear. Second thing, the gear sets have been reworked, and now we have 5 gear sets, starting from the light one, and then it goes up to Swift, Rapid, Thunder, and Lightning. That's for scouts. Same thing here, marksmen have Steady, Sprint, Armor Break, Troop Break, and Blast sets. And brawlers, they have Strong, Firm, Iron Wall, Fanatic, and what domineering. I'm not a native English speaker myself, but I'm not quite sure if domineering is a real word, but that's fine. What is the thing with the new sets? Every set, it has now at least 3 stars, so you actually need to upgrade it several times. And the bottom sets or the beginner sets, they have only 3 stars, and as you progress up, these sets, they start to get more stars. So as you can see, the Iron Wall one has already 4 stars, and then Fnatic one, it's already having 5 stars, and the last one, Domineering, it's also 5 stars. So as soon as you upgrade the gear, you will earn 1 star, and once you upgraded it to the maximum level, you will basically get to the next piece of the gear, and then you start to upgrade it from beginning. So from 1 star and up to the amount of stars available for this tier. The second thing what has been changed is the hero gear designs. There were 3 different types of hero gear designs before, and after this patch, developers decided that it's kind of too complicated, and what they actually did, they combined the 3 different hero gear designs, so Lethal, Brutal, and Phantom, just into one material, which is now called hero gear design, and it's universal. So you can use that for your brawlers, for your riders, for your scouts. You can use that for phantom sets, for brutal, for any set that you actually like. And once you farm the influencer trap, or once you earn rewards from the influencer trap, you also have hero gear designs which are universal and can be used anywhere. I think it's a pretty cool change, and I was kind of waiting for that because it just makes sense. So that we have stars on the headquarters and on the troops, and now the hero gear is also being aligned with the stars. So what I really expect to see here, maybe sometime later, that developers are gonna rework the chief gear in the same way that it also has some stars. So like not just a rookie and ride set, which is green, but maybe just a rookie set with the 3 stars, and then like some kind of set in the middle with also 3 or 4 stars, and then I don't know, the third one or the fourth set which will have also several stars. So that the whole game is around the sets and the stars that you upgrade to get to the next level. But we'll see. So going back to the gear sets, the question that I seen from the players is like, why my hero gear is missing. It's not missing actually. First thing that you need to take into account is that you need to update to the latest 1.9.50 game version in order to see the new hero gear system. And second thing, make sure that you check your email, because the remaining items that were kind of converted, they were sent over through the email, and you need to pick them up before you can use them. What I also like about the new hero gear system, that this time developers have actually took some time and explained it properly, like the whole change in the State of Survival Discord. There was quite a huge message from the community manager, and I already covered some of the parts, but what I want to say here is that I really appreciate the effort that they are taking time and finally go into the crowd and explaining to us, to the players, what they have changed, why they have changed it, and what is the intention of the change they made. So overall, the change looks good to me. There are a lot of improvements done, but at the same time, there is one feedback that I would like to share. We still don't have a lot of hero gear designs from the influencer trap. For example, my alliance is doing level 30 trap, and the first place gets 51 pieces of hero gear designs, and if I look at the requirements for the current set, you need 63 pieces, so which is quite a lot considering just 1 star. And of course, I will put all the hero gear requirements on my website. I will leave the link in description for the current requirements, and of course, I will update that article soon. Just give me some time, because there are a lot of updates ongoing in the game right now. The point that I have here is that, again, those who are free to play, it will take a significant amount of time to farm the hero gear to some decent level, while the pay to play players, they can get this hero gear improved relatively fast through the in-game shop. But that's not the biggest concern in the game right now. Next thing I just want to share a few words about is the new T11 Troops. As you have seen in my previous video from the testing server, they are coming. I don't know when exactly, but the space here is already reserved on the public server. So right now, developers are taking the feedback from the testers. And as I mentioned in my previous video, the feedback is that the requirements for the plasma cores to get T11 troops is just insane. You need 39,000, not 3,900, 39,000 plasma cores to upgrade all the research for the T11 troops and eventually unlock them. And this number is just something that I cannot imagine as a free to play. I mean, we already struggle to get what is it, 13,000 or 14,000 to max our HQ to level 5 plasma stars, and of course all the other buildings. That's currently impossible for free to play. And as I mentioned in my previous videos, it will take you 2 years to farm on daily basis the plasma cores from Intel radars and eventually buy them from the plasma lab. And now developers are adding, so to the 14,000 initial requirement, they are adding 39,000 plasma cores on top of that, which is insane. But I I don't know what to say here. For me, if they implement the way it is currently on the testing server, the gap between the free to plays and pay to plays will get so huge that I don't see much point to even try catching up. On the other hand, what the developers are trying to do, I hope they're trying to do, is finding some other ways to get the plasma cores. And what I actually didn't mention in my previous video, and I'm going to fix that up now, that you are going to start getting plasma cores from the daily missions, and the amount is, I think, 10 plasma cores per day, which is not much, but it increases your overall plasma cores from 20 per day to 30 per day. I don't know, it's not a huge change, but it's at least something. So let's see what's going to happen. I will watch closely the development, and I have a lot of questions from different people, different channels, when the T11 troops are going to be released. Guys, I honestly don't know. I think it's not coming in next week because developers took almost 2 months to work on the new Here Gear system, and this T11 troops change is a huge thing. So I hope they will take enough time and take our feedback into account and not rush to release them soon, but just work out and make the change somehow balanced. And finally, let's quickly have a look what's going on in State of Survival event-wise. The first thing that I'll start with Reservoir Raid. I'm still waiting for the Reservoir League. I know that the feedback has been passed to developers about the beta testing of the Reservoir League. I'm just waiting when it will be implemented, and I hope that's going to happen soon. Alliance Showdown, no news here. The event is ongoing. Don't forget to register and make sure that you pick up rewards from the shop. They are quite good now. Next thing, Alliance Throwdown. There are no changes to this event, and I hope that with the upcoming T11 troops and the increased requirements of the plasma cores, we will start seeing some kind of plasma cores rewards here, like at some higher levels. For example, instead of these useless legendary hero badges, I have like thousands of them on my account. I would prefer to see some plasma cores. No changes to this event now. If you don't know how to do it, there is a guide on my website and there is a video guide on my YouTube channel. I will leave all the links in description. Next thing is the Capital Clash. It's going the week after the Reservoir Raid, the weekend. So that's 10 days. Fortress Fight, I think no changes here, no changes to the rewards as well. And again, I would like to see plasma cores there as well. The new event I'm going to cover tomorrow, so get back to my channel tomorrow and I will put a guide on my website. Race place, it was quite strange because the race event usually takes place on the same week as a Capital Clash or State versus State fight. Never happened during the Reservoir Raid week, and I'm not sure if developers have changed it to become more often, or it was just some kind of glitch and they accidentally released the event earlier than it should. What I assume, because they recently nerfed the drop rates from the wheel, and now I'm getting like 5 legendary hero pieces per 10 spin, and sometimes I get 7 to 9, sometimes I get 0 or 3, while before I was getting like at least 10. So since they nerfed the drop rate of legendary hero fragments, it might be the case that they decided to have this event every week. And if that's the case, I don't know. It's not cool because I was always saving biocaps for this kind of event. It was my only source as a free-to-play dude to get actually legendary hero fragments and build some decent heroes. Now it's very unlikely that I'll be able to save enough biocaps to spin the wheel enough times every week. But let's see. Next thing, value vouchers event, no changes here, and I'm still building Ash because I hope developers will give an opportunity for the players to exchange their tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 heroes into the latest tier 5 as well. That didn't happen yet. Power Sprint event, I'm investing all my resources here because they started to add the tactical gear designs, which never happened before. And finally, as a free-to-play, I can say that there is an option to get the tactical gear designs from the game, not just from the in-game shop, which is quite tricky because the amount of gear designs we get is 22 from this event, and I think it's every week. And in order to get one piece of the pin chief gear, you need 225 pieces. So I need 10 weeks to get one piece, and I need 60 weeks to get the full set. Which is like an incredible amount of time. And I hope, again, developers will add more ways how to farm tactical gear designs from the game for those who are free to play. Next thing, wild racing, no changes here. And again, I think it's a good candidate to see plasma cores at some point, maybe somewhere at the end of this event instead of speed ups. They're quite useless for me, especially after I got to the Plasma Star headquarters. Same thing applies to Plague Zone. I've been waiting for this event to be reworked for ages. It hasn't been reworked yet. And again, developers, please just give us some plasma cores in this event if you are considering to ask 39,000 plasma cores to get T11 troops. Influencer trap, hunting the hunter, no changes here, no news. The guides are on my website. If you need to know how to do influencer trap or hunting the hunter, go check them out. I would also like to mention here that I get a lot of feedback to update different parts of my guides. And guys, please bear with me because there are a lot of game changes and there are a lot of developers working on this game. I'm pretty sure they have like hundreds of developers to create the content, but I'm working on zegaming.club website alone, and I'm doing that as my hobby on my free time. So I see your comments and I appreciate that you are leaving them and you are helping me to make the website better and more accurate and constantly improving. I read every single comment. It's just that I don't always have the time to respond to you or to update the guide or some kind of information on the website immediately. I'm doing my best to update it as soon as possible. And please keep saying that and leaving the comments and your suggestion for improvements. I really do appreciate it. And that's pretty much all that I wanted to cover today. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be doing more videos soon. I also have my website where you can find a lot of state of survival guides, and you can support my content through Patreon on monthly basis. There are some benefits on top of that, or you can do one-time donation through PayPal and Stripe. Thanks for watching again, and have a nice day.